Hello everyone, I am Rakesh Sethi, lecturer in education, Gopalpur Degree College, Gopalpur Baleshwar. Today we are going to discuss about the topic activity based approach. Activity based approach is a technique adopted by a teacher to emphasize his or her teaching through activity. Activity plays a very vital role in the total teaching learning program. Through activity, the students are engaged in teaching program or receiving knowledge or information, theory, principles which are imparted by the teacher. The student participate actively in the teaching learning program. It is also called the activity centered approach. In this approach, the child is actively involved in participating mentally and physically. The students are mentally and physically participates in the teaching learning program. When they physically and mentally participated in teaching learning program, their knowledge will be developed. Learning by doing is the main focus of this approach. Learning by doing is imperative in successful learning. Rousseau says, instead of making the child stick to his book, I keep him busy in the workshop, where his hands will work to profit of his head. In activity-based approach, learning is carried out with a purpose in a social environment involving physical and mental action. The importance of learning by doing has been stressed by educationists like Dewey, Piaget, Tagore, Gandhi, etc. They emphasized activity method of teaching because activity method of teaching encourages the students, energizes the student to receive more and more knowledge. For harmonious development of the personality of students, it purely depends upon the activity. The students are also curious to do something. When they are actively involved in teaching learning program, their knowledge is developed. Let us come to discuss what are the characteristics of activity-based learning. The characteristics of activity-based learning are: the first characteristic is activity enhances creative aspect of experience. Activity gives reality of learning. Activity-based learning uses all available resources. It provides varied experience to the students to facilitate the acquisition of knowledge, experience, skills and values. It builds the students' self-confidence and develop understanding through work in his or her group. It gives experience, develops interest and provides stimulus for reading. It develops good relationship between student and students, teachers and students. Activity-based approach develops a cordial relationship between the teacher and students. An activity is said to be the language of the child. A child who lacks in verbal expression can make up through use of ideas in the activity. All subjects can be taught through activity. These are the characteristics of activity-based learning. Let us come to discuss what are the features of activity-based approach. This approach centers around various activities. It emphasizes the principles of learning by doing. It develops students' self-expression. It provides opportunity to the learner to take active part in the teaching learning process. Activity-based approach is designed on the basis of ability, age, need, interest, attitude, aptitude of the learners. Education is made lively and interesting through activities. The activities are informative, realistic, and productive. Earning while learning may be the outcome of this approach. Activities are designed in a purposeful manner so that it helps the learners to prepare for future life. Let us come to discuss the types of activity-based approach. Activity-based approach based on experience, memory, understanding, and decision making. The first one is experiencing. Activities like watching, observing, comparing, describing, questioning, discussing, investigating, reporting, collecting, selecting, testing, listening, reading, drawing, calculating, imitating, modeling, playing, acting, taking on rules, talking, writing about what one can see, hear, feel, taste, etc. can be focused in the classroom. And these activities provides experience to the students. When they gain experience, their knowledge is developed. They find different types of information, knowledge from various activities. The experience develops the outlook of the students. It modifies the behavior of students. So, for developing experience, the activities like watching, observing, comparing, reporting, collecting, reading, drawing, calculating, imitating, etc. These activities are done in the classroom. The second one is memorizing. In memorizing the activities like sequencing, ordering, finding regularities and patterns, connection with a given knowledge, using different modes of perception, etc. can be given due importance. And these activities develop the memory power of the students. Once memory power is developed, automatically the long-term memory of the students will be developed. For this reason, the activities like ordering, finding regularities in pattern, connection with given knowledge should be given importance in the classroom. And third one is understanding. In understanding, the activities like structuring, ordering, classifying, constructing, solving, planning, predicting, transforming, applying knowledge, interpreting, summarizing, evaluating, judging, explaining, and teaching, etc. can be focused. Then next one is organizing. The process of organizing activities must be based on curricular aims, bringing together the needs, ideas, interests, and characteristics of the students with the knowledge, skills, experience, and personality of the teacher. These activities develops the organizational ability of the students. For effective organization of different activities, some steps are to be taken into consideration. These steps are planning, involving children in the learning process. Each child is made an active learner. For each activity, ensure that it must work the following principles of the step-by-step method. Provide clear instruction before each activities. So these are the steps for activity method. Let us come to discuss the step planning. Planning is essential for any activity or before conducting any activity, organizing any program, planning is necessary. Without planning, the no work is done in a proper way. So that before conducting any program, before undertaking any program, planning should be made in advance. Next, involving children in the learning process. In these steps, students should be involved in the teaching learning program. When they involve in the teaching learning program, their outlook will be developed, their interest will be developed, and they will understand the subject matter in a proper way. Then third one is, each child is made an active learner. Care should be taken for making the child active learner. Students should be encouraged to participate actively in the teaching learning program or in any activity. When they actively participate, they will automatically acquire more knowledge. Let us discuss the role of teacher in an activity-based learning. The teacher performs various roles while organizing any activity in the classroom. The first role of a teacher is a planner, an organizer, and evaluator. As a planner, the teacher prepares a plan before organizing any activity in the class. While planning, the teacher must look into the capacity, interest, attitude of the learner. On the basis of knowledge, on the basis of previous experience, on the basis of interest, he should plan the activity. After planning, the teacher should conduct or organize the activity. Then second one is decision maker. A teacher is called a decision maker. He decides when to be organized, how to conduct the activity, how to perform the activity, and these are the techniques which must be kept in mind while delivering the lecture on the basis of activity-based approach. Third one is knowledge imparter. A teacher is called a mental doctor because before imparting knowledge or information, he should diagnose the previous knowledge, diagnose the ability and experience of the students. On the basis of the present knowledge, the acquired knowledge of the students, the teacher provides or imparts new knowledge to the students. Then the next point is disciplinarian. The teacher is called a disciplinarian because the teacher keeps discipline in the classroom. The teacher gives advice to the students how to make discipline, how to keep discipline in the classroom. If discipline is maintained, then automatically the activity which are organized in the classroom should be purposeful and effective. Let us discuss what are the merits of activity-based approach. Activity-based approach sounds a note of dignity of labor. Learners are provided ample opportunities to act according to their interest and ability. It makes education meaningful, interesting, purposeful to the learner. It fosters a sense of cooperation, fellow feeling, teamwork of the students. Through this approach, emotional problems are properly developed. The differences between work of hand and work of head are bridged. Better school community relationship is developed by this approach. Various types of activities and work made learning interesting. Good hobbies like drawing, painting, craft, singing, dramatics are developed among the learners. So from the above discussion, it is proved that activity method develops the interest, provides motivation to the students for better learning. This is all about the project activity based approach. Thanks to all.